San Antonio Spurs today at home, and we're going to talk about that game, preview it, have some fun, talk some shit. You guys know how we do it in the pregame. It's Chicago Bulls Central.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
All right, Bulls fans, we in the building today. The Bulls face the San Antonio Spurs at home. The Bulls, winners of their last two straight, have 7 games left into the All-Star break. Can the Bulls win these next 7 games? Right, not all of them in a row, but can they have a winning record over the next 7? If they can do that, there's a chance that they can go into the All-Star break at 500 or above. And that's what we need to see from this Bulls team. They sit right now as 2 games below 500. But every time we've gotten to this point, we've gone on a losing streak. We've started, things have started going left. So let's see if the Bulls come in and understand the sense of urgency that they need to have. Because every game at this point, every game is really huge to their season overall, what they will do, what they won't do, and all that. So, this team needs to be locked in. And we'll see if they are tonight. We'll see if we get a appearance from the big three that look like a big three again. We got James Jamison in the building. He says, let's go. What's going on, James? Glad to have you in the building. Mustard says, Haize, what up? What's going on, Mustard? Glad to have you in here as well. Absolutely hate these mock trades for Mike Conley. I don't want them. Bro, listen, I tweeted it out today on the Chicago Bulls Central Twitter. This is the time of year that I love being a content creator, but I also hate being a content creator. I love it because there's always something to talk about around the NBA. There's always something moving, some type of new rumors, and just like, hey, it's interesting in that point. But the thing that I hate most about it is the constant stream of trade machine screenshots that I get. The constant stream of, hey, the Bulls should do this trade. The constant stream of, the Bulls can now get this player for cheap. Well, their contract is $15 million. There's not very much cheap about that. Just all those type of things, man. But, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. I love you guys. I love interacting and talking about the Bulls, even though some of these Bulls fans are crazy and really are like, hey, let's trade everybody, they mama, they son, Zach LaVine's son, the Jordan Trophy for KD. All right, you do know KD needs people to play with, right? Yeah. We need people. People are going to come for cheap once KD comes to the Bulls. What? That's not how any of this works. But, it just comes with the territory. It is what it is there. Manio J says, I'm at the game right now. I hope they win, Haize. Listen, you and everybody else, every other member of Bulls Nation hopes that the Bulls win. What's going on, Drip Lord 1881? Glad to have you in the building. My auntie Goon's in the building. What's up, Goon? Finn's Clip says, we ready. This is a must-win game. Almost every game is a must-win game for sure. Chi-Town Javier says, got the live notification this time. Let's go. Glad to see the noties is working today. Every game count. We definitely need our big three to step up. We do. And it was good to see also Billy Donovan make some adjustments in that last game, right? The adjustments he made on Dame Lillard, choosing to double team him so he didn't go off for 70 like Donovan Mitchell did. It was night and day when you look at the way that Billy Donovan tried to guard Donovan Mitchell versus how he tried to guard Dame Lillard once Dame started going off. We still got Dame timed a little bit with 40 points, but at least it wasn't 71. And he was definitely on pace to look to do that. So it's good to see that that Billy Donovan also stepping his game up a little bit for us as well. What's up, my boy? We need a dub today. That's from Bulls Daily. We need it every day. Every day we need a win. Bones Highland would be interesting. Yeah, listen, at some point, we got to ask Bulls fans, wonder how much are we asking for change just for the nature of change, right? Not to say that Bones Highland is a bad player. He's not. He's developing this season and looking like a pretty good player. But it's like he still gives you the same 10 points, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. It's like, yeah, that's cool as a bench player coming off. But Javonte can do that when fully healthy. Now, again, he's a much larger player. Well, not really. He's 6'2". Jesus, why did I think Bones Highland was taller than 6'2"? Yeah, what Bones Highland don't do shit for us. I'm good on that, bro. I'm good on that trade. I'm even better, more good on it than what I was before. Tapping in, Haize. It's been a minute. Let's go. That's from Jay Dixon. Good to have you in the building as well, brother. And I'm still mentally preparing myself for this hell we about to go through. Listen, last season was last season was the boiling point That's when I started calling players. So the whole little bit that I do where I call players and talk shit to them, that started after the Spurs game last season where we got killed by a pick and roll. Like it broke my brain, bro. Like seeing my team struggle to defend the simplest play in basketball literally broke my brain. And I haven't been right since, bro. I haven't been right since. Terry Rozier, I'm good on Scary Terry, bro. Not at some of these players that people are pushing, I like the concept of them being on the team, but not at the contract that they're getting. And they're close to being free agents. I'd rather just negotiate with them as free agents and add them rather than needing to match these huge $10 million, $14 million contracts. What's up, hey? Stephen A. Smith mentioned KD could go to Boston. What are your thoughts on that? My thoughts are Stephen A. Smith says everything. He says anything. Now, when's the last time Stephen A. Smith was right about a deal? Honestly, I think the last time that Stephen A. Smith was right was when he said that Chris Bosh, LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade were going to Miami. He said that when people were like, hey, man, there's no way that's going to happen. All three of them, it's going to be 2 out of the 3 of them. Everybody said, and Stephen A. Smith was one of the first people to crack that. And ever since then, he ain't been right about shit. Stephen A. Smith ain't been right about a goddamn thing. Who should we trade? No one. No, I mean, listen, there's not a realistic trade when you factor in who this front office wants to hold into. Like, you can draw up realistic trades, but taking into consideration this front office and who they are and aren't willing to part with, there's not very many trades out there that are going to significantly improve the Chicago Bulls. There are some, like Jakob Porto definitely could, but again, at his contract and what you'd have to give up, it's not likely like it's going to kind of offset some there. You guys know I'm big on Jared Vanderbilt. I love the concept of him being on this team. Hell, I like the idea of Fred VanVleet being on this team. But again, he's not somebody who's going to be easy to trade for. You're going to have to give up some considerable parts of our core to do that. And he's be a free agent, right? Not this season. I think he's a free agent next offseason. So I'm just looking at it like some of the more realistic trades for the Chicago Bulls, they don't necessarily improve much for this team for me. So some Bulls fans lost their damn minds. All of them did. My brother Baylor in the building says Laker fans in the building. Hey, Baylor, listen. Y'all need to trade Russ. Y'all should have went all in on the Kyrie thing. I don't know what happened, bro. Like, y'all got to get a new GM. Rob Pelinka stinks. Like, he stinks. Finally got into the pregame once more. What's up, Haize? What's going on, Sean? Glad to have you in the building. Chicago Bullpen in the building. What's good, Haize? Turning 20 tomorrow. We'll love a back-to-back dub, man. Well, hey, if anybody can do it, we can do it on the real one's birthday. So shout out to the Chicago Bulls pen. That's Nick there. Yeah, big ups to you, bro. This is going to be the game to determine what our front office does at the deadline. No, Melvin, I keep telling you this, bro. And I don't know why you don't listen to me. I get it. It's exciting to talk about trades. There's no one game that's going to determine what Acme does at the trade deadline, bro. This is just not, that's not how it's going to be. That's not how Acme does things. It's not how he operates. There's not going to be one singular trade that changes what Acme's planning at the deadline. I mean, one singular game that's going to change what Acme's planning to do at the trade deadline. It's not happening, bro. What y'all want for Zach? Nothing that you got, bro. Nothing that you got. Unless the joke that I was about to say gets a little dark, but nothing that you got. They may win the game. I do know about tomorrow because when it comes to 4 game in a row, they'll be on some BS. Yeah, well, we only have one win streak of 4 games in a row this season. And then we lost 3 in a row after that, I think. Vegas says, my son's first NBA game today. Bulls need to win or else he can't go anymore. God damn, bro. That's what we doing. DeRozan reaches 25,000 points in front of Pop tonight like he did 20K. The same. Go Brazy, my boy. Listen, I don't care about none of those single accolades. I care about dubs at this point in the season. I think Dallas lost their minds, bro. That trade. Let me say, if Luka sacrifices, and this is kind of what I said on the daily episode today, if Luka sacrifices, it can work. I just don't know if Luka has it built in him to sacrifice as much as he's going to need to for it to work. Luka has to be. I know that Kyrie's coming to Luka's team, but considering if they want to try to re-sign him, if they want to convince him to stay, Luka's going to have to sacrifice. It starts Wednesday. He makes his debut Wednesday against the Los Angeles Clippers with the Mavericks. Luka has to learn to give up some things. And if he can, that's why. And here's what I said over on NBA Central. This is a huge part of Luka's career for if players are going to want to come to play with Luka in the future. If he sacrifices part of his game to help Kyrie just be able to shine there to help that union work, if he does not do that, if he does not sacrifice, and it's the same Luka ball dominant and Kyrie is a glorified Jalen Brunson, it's going to be very hard for Dallas to recruit superstars there going forward. This is an important part, probably the most important 30 games left of Luka's career. The only trade I will make is Thaddeus Young for Javonte Green. No, that to me, that's still not a good trade. Thaddeus Young is a much worse defender than Javonte Green, even at the 4 position now. He's older, he's slower. Well, no, Javonte, I keep forgetting Javonte is actually 29, even though he's only been in the NBA 3 years. But like, he's just not. I don't know, bro. Like, here's what I'll say: at the best, it's a wash. But I think there's more of a chance that he end up being worse than Javonte. That's my opinion. MJG23 says, welcome to the Bulls trade deadline. Oh, wait, there's a game today edition live stream. Haize going to answer the same question. Oh, no, because you know me, bro. I'll stop answering trade questions with a quickness. You already know. I did that. Like, I stopped asking, I'd stop entertaining trade comments. It was like December. I don't think we made it past December because once Vooch started off the season slow, it was just a constant stream of, can we get this for Vooch? Can we trade this for Vooch? And I was just like, you know what? Between the Miles Turner, the Jeremy Grant of it all, I'm not reading no more comments about trades. And we started doing that in December. Y'all start pissing me off with trade comments today. I'll start reading trade comments today. And you'll wait until the live stream for the trade deadline. I still want Jakob Porto. Him and Vooch would be the best center duo in the league. Well, that's the thing. I think Jakob wants to be a starter. I remember the live stream. I was literally crying. Bro, that was literally one of the funnest episodes. If you guys ever want to see the funnest episode of Chicago Bulls, funnest live stream of Chicago Bulls Central, go and find the live stream after we lost to the Spurs last season. Bro, I think I said a simple pick and roll 55 times on that stream, and I started just going off. I just read that one. Baylor in the building says KD on the back of the Heat's jersey might be more accurate than them or Phoenix. I think Phoenix is going to make a huge push for KD this offseason. They can't do it at this trade deadline, but I think they'll do something major in the offseason. We need to blow it up and trade for Jakob Porto and Christian Wood to make a new big three. Oh, here we go. It's okay, Zach now making the All-Star game, but if he doesn't make any of the All-NBA teams, we have a problem. I mean, he didn't make any of the All-NBA teams last season either. So, I mean, hopefully LaVine is more healthy down the stretch of this season, and so he does earn that. I think he can play into that, but, you got to see. Spicy Butter, that's a hell of a name. What's good, my guy? Listen, honestly, I like the Bulls. Only thing I pray is to get Mark Jackson for coach, but other than that, I'm good. Listen, I'm over Mark. Like, I'm good on Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson would burn out quicker than Billy Donovan on this team. Bulls are going to probably play great up into and past the trade deadline. Then they will go back to bad news Bulls, no trades, playoffs maybe, nothing much after that. Let's go Chicago Spurs. What? Here you go with that. I don't even know how you started that, like calling them the other team, whatever. Do you think Russell Westbrook could fit in well with this Bulls team as a starter or coming off the bench? Coming off the bench, Russell Westbrook can fit as a sixth man on any team. Just by the nature of his game, how having a dynamic scorer is off the bench. Starting lineup, no. And I would not trade for Russell Westbrook. Now, if you can sign him in this offseason, he takes a veteran minimum deal, cool. Come on over here. Be our bench scorer. Other than that, I'm good on him. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 1 block, 2 steals, P. Will. This is a game that the matchup does work for P. Will to play pretty good in, and I guess we'll see. Haize, Joe Tsai made it his priority not to trade Kyrie to L.A. It was found out L.A. offered what Brooklyn asked for last offseason. They chose Mavericks because Kyrie wanted to go to L.A. most. Cool. Like, if no other owner in the NBA has fought against the player empowerment movement, it's been Joe Tsai. Tsai, however you say his last name. Think about it. When KD asked for a trade in the offseason, he literally looked at him and was like, yeah, cool. All right, I hear you. And, right? Now with the Kyrie thing, yeah, I heard that and I saw that LA did make a deal. But, listen, Joe Tsai, like, he has he needs to do what's best for his organization. We haven't always seen that. We've seen owners that try to appease players because they don't want the next superstar to come in and frown upon the franchise. Joe Tsai is literally one of those owners, the only owner right now in the NBA that looks at players and be like, cool, I hear you. I don't give a fuck about none of that though. So there you go. Alana, I was looking forward to seeing how Nets and Mavs look today, but I realized it's been like one day since trade happened. But anyways, let's get this dub. Yeah, it's already been said Kyrie won't make his debut with the Mavericks until Wednesday against the Clippers, which should be a fun game to watch. And then I don't know when the players for the Nets are going to make their debut. Auntie Goon says, our front office ain't finna do shit. AK Mark, too quiet for me. Hopefully they do something. A lot of people feel that way. Drummond got the entire squad $160 cookie boxes. Is that a departing gift from Drummond? Could be. Was people worth the 4th overall pick? And that's one thing. We got to stop trying to write the story like he's 21 years old. He has so much. He has over, if he's healthy, he has 13, 14 years left on his career. Have we not seen enough players leave the Chicago Bulls and develop before we stop trying to say if a player was worth it 2.5 seasons into their career and almost one full season missed? We'll see. He's definitely trending that way, especially lately. If you look at Patrick Williams' last almost 2 months, honestly, he's been balling and looking like a 4th overall pick. He still has tons of room to grow, but it's way too early to write the story on that. Way too early. Anybody who tries to tell you, oh, Patrick Williams is for sure this, they're just emotional. Tell them to shut the fuck up and keep it moving. The Bulls won't trade before the deadline. They haven't shown anything saying they will. The front office is content with this team. Well, I disagree with that. Again, Acme, if you looked at even the trade deadline before that first season here, when they moved Wendell, when they moved everyone, nobody had all that rumored for. They did have rumor that maybe the Bulls could look to do something, but not what they did. Don't always think that what rumors and what said dictates exactly what's going to happen. Now, I do say that the Chicago Bulls aren't going to make a major deal. That doesn't mean a minor one isn't coming. Now, we had heard that they are active. It just depends on if they hear the deal that they like. King Kofu, what up, Haize? What you think about Stephen A. going on Jay Williams about Kyrie? I don't give a damn. Listen, Stephen A. Smith, if y'all, there's a couple of people I rock with in mainstream media. Stephen A. Smith ain't one of them. And I know everybody's going to be like, but he's black. We got to support. No, fuck Stephen A. Smith. That's how I feel about that. I don't give two flying fucks about Stephen A. Smith. And to me, he's one of the biggest sellouts in all of sports. I don't give two shits about what Stephen A. Smith has to say with his loud talking, and I told you guys this. I sat here and said the Chicago Bulls. Shut the fuck up, Stephen A. Smith. You don't know shit about this organization, bro. Shut the fuck up. Don't worry. We'll wait for Kyrie to walk over here in the offseason. Dallas, as of right now, has the greatest unguardable backcourt that will exit the second round, if that. Hey, bro, that's crazy. We'll see. I'll say this. Luka alone, I think, can get you to a Western Conference Finals. So I'm not going to necessarily say they're going to be a second round exit for sure. If this thing clicks, we'll see. But if it clicks in a major way, even if Kyrie says, listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, I'm just going to come out here and ball. And Luke is like, I'm about to come out here and ball with you. And we about to go hand in hand and see what we can do this season. There's definitely a chance that they can go on a deep playoff push. I'm just not I like you. I'm not necessarily banking on it, but I definitely think there's a chance of it. Kyrie going to request a trade at the end of the season when the Mavs don't make the finals. Like a trade, he'll be a free agent. You're going to ask for a trade. I demand you guys trade me. Well, Kyrie, you're a free agent. We can't trade. You don't work for us anymore. Trade me. What are you talking about? How you mean I can't be traded? How dare you guys are holding me back? This is worse than slavery. That's some shit Kyrie would say. Fuck Kyrie. I think Cuban just lost Luka with that move. Get ready for Luka sweepstakes. Oh, listen, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Steve-O in the building says another Bulls game. Let's get it done. We got to get it. We got to get it. D Nice in the building says, man, let's go get this dub. Come on, let's get this money, right? Let's just get out here and get it, bro. Let's just play. I really feel like Bones on this roster. I really would like Bones on this roster, bro. Not for Kobe, though. If we can land Bones and some other pieces in the package around AC, I would not mad at that. I don't know. Like, I like Bones, but Bones isn't the defender. That now he's a much better scorer and more consistent scorer than AC, but he's not the defender AC is. He's solid, but he's not the defender AC is. Like, I really think with the rise that Kobe has had, and with Gordon as well, you get from the three of them what you can get from any combination of one of them with Bones. So it's like, and that's the thing, right? How much of these moves, once you get to a certain point, like you're staying even, right? Like once you get to a certain level of player, no matter what, unless you're just trading a pick and the carcass of Tony Bradley to bring another player in, you kind of just, a lot of these deals are just lateral moves for the Chicago Bulls. But we'll see. We'll see. Kobe White, please resign with the Bulls. Says, "Sup, people? Let's keep a good energy for the rest of the season. Win or lose, the front office is set on what we have. So let's just pray they won't trade Kobe for Bone, Conley, Rozier. Listen, especially I hate Terry Rozier. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've never liked this game. No, let me not say that. There are a couple of seasons where I did like his game, but Terry Rozier to me is just one of those players that I feel like he looks good at times on a bad team, and I just feel like he's gonna have the Lance Stevenson effect. How like on that team, on the Pacers, Lance was huge for them. He went to Charlotte, and he was never the same player again. I just don't see it for Terry, man. I really don't. Cognac Boys in the building says, "What up, y'all? Lakers need to stop acting like everybody going to do business with them. Man, listen, ain't nobody motivated to help the Lakers win. It's crazy how people are rushing P-Dub's development. PG and Kawhi literally took 4 to 5 years to block. And people forget that. People just remember Kawhi for what he turned into, and they forget, like, 4 shots a game his first season, something like that, 4 to 6 shots. 8 shots a game the next season. 8 shots a game the season after that. Then he took the leap. Like, it's not the same. It's not linear for everybody. Like, people got to chill, man. Pewell has more than worth a 4th overall pick in an overall underwhelming draft. James Wiseman hasn't been playing well when he does, and Golden State is still holding on. Why are we trying to give up on Paul already? Because Bulls fans have no fucking patience. That's just what it is. They have no patience. Steve says, I fuck with Stephen A. You would fuck with Stephen A. Smith. You would, bro. I saw Stephen A. Smith, and this isn't to age discriminate. Back when Stephen A. Smith first had, quite frankly, when he actually was a great source, he pushed the envelope. Then ESPN fired him, and then he came back, and he was I can't use the word that I want to because it's going to demonetize this video. But you guys can fill in the blanks there. I don't fuck with Stephen A. Smith. Now, I'm not clowning. Like, again, he's made it to where he is one of the highest paid, if not the highest paid person on ESPN. I can't hate on none of that. Shout out to that young man. Get your money. But I don't fuck with you. Can't get money with you. I don't fuck with you. And I don't rock with the way he get his money. That's just my personal. Shout out to him getting it. But I don't rock with the way he gets his money. My favorite sports analyst is Haize from CBC. That's funny. I appreciate that, brother. I'm crazy. I'm just crazy as hell. Like, that's all it is. Let's see what else we got. I'm thinking it worked when Luka had Brunson. Yes, it worked when Luka had Brunson, but Brunson isn't a superstar level player, right? So it's easier for it to work because the pecking order of that team. And look, when Luka wasn't there, Brunson went off. Like his numbers when Luka wasn't playing in games were literally bananas, and it made sense to why he got his money. But Brunson isn't Kyrie. One of these things aren't like the other. Brunson was a player that people respected and is a damn good player. He's not a superstar. Kyrie is one of the top 15 players in the NBA. It's a little bit different there. It's a little bit different. Black Prophet in the building. That's a nothing trade. I think the Bulls should move P. Will and or Kobe, AC, and draft picks. It's not gonna happen. Like, we gotta, like, at some point, I understand you saying you think this should, but you have to. And listen, this is how I do it. I don't present trades that I know is not realistic to what my front office is going to do. The moment you say P. Will, stop it. This front office isn't giving up P. Will for anything. This front office sees Laurie went away, developed, and what he turned into. This front office saw Daniel Gafford go away for a little while. Look at what he turned into. He's kind of coming back down to earth now. His roles decreased there. But they don't want their first draft pick in this to go like, just imagine the optics of that. It's different when you trade away draft picks and players that were drafted by the previous regime. If the Bulls gave away P. Will and he went to a team where he's going to be forced to take 15 shots per game, he's going to develop hugely. And AK sees that potential in P. Will, he's not going to give that up. So the moment you talk about any deal and you say, "Oh, I think they should put in P. Will," stop, because they're not doing it. You're now in the realm of 2K and not in the realm of realism, because that's not what this front office is doing. Ricky Fontaine says, "Yeah, I don't like Rozier either. He reminds me too much of Keith Murray." A vibrant thing. Oh, man, that's funny. Shut up, Mutt. Hey, bro, how you doing? I hope the Bulls could play good tonight again. Hopefully. Let's hope that they do. Hernan Gomez, man, listen, here's what I'll say. If you trading Tony, if they're saying, "Hey, we'll take Tony Bradley back," because keep in mind, you can cut Tony Bradley's contract. That clause, you can cut it at any time and not have to pay it, right? Not have to pay it any further. So if they trade Hernan Gomez for Tony Bradley, cool. I'm all for it. He's a much better player than Tony Bradley. But if you get to trading Drummond or something for Hernan Gomez, I'm literally going to be looking like, "AK, bro, what you doing? What you doing, bro?" There is no move the Bulls can make right now to become contenders unless they get KD without giving up Zach and DeMar. Let's keep the young guys developed. I swear people are hella impatient. Oh, absolutely, bro. People were literally like, "Hey, we hired AK. We're going to be a championship team tomorrow." Yeah, they traded Laurie. Oh, they traded Laurie. Yeah, they traded Wendell too. They get back. They got Vooch back. Oh, yeah, wait till next season. We signed DeMar Alonzo. Oh, this team got to be a championship team. Oh, we're number one team in the East for 6 weeks. Oh, my God. Listen, nobody can fuck with us. You guys know you haven't beat a team over 500 in that stretch. Oh, shit. But, we're still championship teams. Oh, shit started coming crashing down. Oh, my God. After the trade deadline, we won 7 games. Trade everybody. This Bulls fans are so fucking bipolar, bro. It's crazy. Jello, we'd have to give up half the team for him. Laughing my ass off. Jello? We good on Jello Ball. If you're talking about Jello Ball, we don't want that fool on the team either. Caesar or Cesar? Which one is it? You got to tell me where to put the emphasis at. I think people need to realize this roster has only been together a year or two. They need to mature and grow together, and they were doing it fairly well until Lonzo got injured. Moves equal bad. Well, no, I wouldn't say move. It depends on the right moves, right? Now, I think to blow it all up, though, that's bad. But if you make moves to add to this bench, like a player, like if you're adding a player like a young player like Jared Vanderbilt who can fit your future and your present, that's different. But I'll say this is that, yeah, it takes time for some teams. Now, we did bet on continuity. That bet on continuity hasn't looked like it's going to work in the meaningful way AK wanted it to. You may have to make some audibles there, but it's not going to happen this offseason. What's up, Haize? I had an amazing time at the Hornets game last week. It was great to see them get a win against a sub-500 team. Hey, they've been few and far between, though, bro, so I feel you. That's one thing this team and its fan base have in common, being bipolar. Oh, bro, look, like I told you guys, I've been a member of the Chicago Bulls online community since there was one. I was born in '86. I literally was here since that happened. So with that being said, like I've seen it. I've seen how people are. I've seen the hot and coldness. I've seen the people who like we draft a player like, oh yeah. I remember when we draft what's his name? James Johnson, was that his name? And people were literally like, oh, he's gonna guard LeBron. He's gonna be the piece that gets us over the top. The dude couldn't hit a 3 to save his life, and all of a sudden, 6 months later, Bulls fans, oh, we wasted that pick. We need to trade him. Oh yeah, but at least we got Taj in that draft, right? Chill out, fam. Chill out. The team Bulls have now with Lonzo to come back and be a champ. No, it can't. Because again, even when, and this is something that I pointed out, I was here. The Bulls were at the height. They were in a 9-game winning streak. And I told you guys, the way that this team is playing basketball, when they start facing better teams more often, it's about to be ugly. And then we started falling off a cliff. Let's stop romanticizing the way that we were playing basketball. Not the way. The style of basketball that we were playing with Lonzo was beautiful. But let's stop romanticizing how successful it was. We were at that point still sub 500 against teams above 500. Most of our wins came against teams that weren't expected to really do much. It took us to go into overtime against a team that was one of the worst teams in the league, even in that 9-game winning streak. So let's not romanticize and act like we were these championship contenders just because we were number one team in the East at a time where Boston was still figuring it out. Milwaukee was still figuring it out. The Nets were shitty. They had some shit going on. That team, you can put a healthy Lonzo Ball on this team. This team is still not a championship level team. It just isn't. But it could be a team that makes maybe a push to the ECF. I just wouldn't put my faith into being a championship level team. We would still need more. If we do make a trade, what area of skill set should we be targeting? Shooting, defense, rebounding, playmaking, etc. What is the most important to add to the team? To me, it's defense and shooting. And size. That's the kind of thing that I'm looking for this team to add. Evan Lick says the Bulls kick-ass Twitter account dead-ass be thinking it's 2K, saying the Bulls need to trade for KD and saying we should trade Tony Bradley for Ben Simmons straight up. Hey, man, that's people be tripping, bro. Damn, you were born in 86. Damn, you're old. You make me feel good about my age that I'm turning tomorrow. Hey, listen, you shouldn't. You ain't accomplished shit in your life. So what you happy about, Shay? Now, let me stop. I swear to God, I'm just fucking with you, Shay. Happy birthday to you, too. Your birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday to you, brother. Damn, Haize, I am, bro. I have a grown child. Like, my son is about to be 17 years old. Like, I'm uncle, bro. Like that's me. I'm Uncle Haize. I'm 36 years old, and I love every minute of it, bro. Like, I'm not one of those people who get sad about getting old, bro. Yo, Haize, you should listen to 86 by Big Crit. You think I haven't heard that song? Big Crit is one of my favorite artists. It's a good idea to go for KD, depending on, listen, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea. There's a lot of good ideas, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like, we can say things are good ideas, but it's still not going to happen. Here comes the random saying you shouldn't talk to viewers. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. You come on now. You know I don't give a damn. It's time, guys. The Bulls are ready to take off. The confidence will show tonight. The fuck? Why you touching shit? My dog. It's time. The Bulls ready to take off. No comment on the trade deadline, but let's see. I feel you there. I feel you. I hate all the Bulls fans on Twitter who say that we should trade this team's future for a Lee GM for 2 busted-ass Lakers picks. And although I love him, Westbrook, listen, bro, that's the people. Anybody who tries to rationalize why trading Zach LaVine at his age is better for trading an expiring contract or Russell Westbrook, I literally just look at him and be like, you a fucking idiot? Like, what's wrong with you? Are you stupid?
Well, Haize, Russell Westbrook would give us more heart, and you know one thing about Russ, he averaged a triple-double just 4 seasons ago. Oh, we need to trade Zach LaVine for Russell Westbrook right now, Haize. Why don't you want to do this deal?
Because you're a dumb fuck. That's why I don't want to do the deal. What the fuck we talking about, bruh? What we talking about in here, man? Shay says he's going to be 27 tomorrow. Happy birthday to you, Shay. Happy birthday to you, bro. Drive by. I love you, bro. I appreciate that, Marcus Couch. I hate that I don't get to see your post games since we're doing post games at the same time. But we'll connect soon, bro. We'll definitely connect soon. I saw a trade that was Kobe White DJJ, Tony Bradley, and a pick for CP and J Crowder. Oh, bro, I killed that trade on today's daily episode. I literally murdered that trade on the episode today. All the people who want Westbrook are Lakers fans in the skies. Y'all not fooling me. Man, literally, I see people that literally try to rationalize the Russell Westbrook trade, and I just be like, bro, did your mama get, she couldn't even afford formula, huh? She was just giving you straight up cow's milk when you was a baby. That brain development just completely missed your dumb ass, huh? Just completely missed your dumb ass. That's how I look at people, bro. That's literally how I look at people. Like, what? Like, you literally trying to rationalize giving up a player in his prime just because you're mad at the way he plays defense? Come on, fam. Like, y'all gotta check your feelings, bro. You gotta check your feelings. Russell Westbrook would be great player coming off the bench, but who would you give up? That's the difficult thing. Maybe trade Bradley and Kobe. No, I'm not giving up anything. To bring in Westbrook as a bench player, I'm waiting till he hits free agency. Again, that even adding Westbrook, if you were able to magically trade nothing and add Westbrook to this team this season, you're still a first round exit. Maybe then you avoid the play-in. It's not anything major for 30 games. And keep in mind, we only have 30 games left this season. I'm not trading a 22-year-old Kobe White who's having his best defensive season, his best passing season, his best just general activity season, and his scoring over the last 10 games is starting to come back too. I'm not trading that for over-the-hill Russell Westbrook, who looks like a de-shelled Ninja Turtle. I'm not doing that. Now, if it comes to free agency and we're looking at him as a free agent and we are like, hey, we want to add a nice scoring punch off this bench, and we look at Russell Westbrook and we say, Russ, listen, we've made improvements to this team. We feel like we can give you most of our mid-level exception. We can add you. We can promise you that you'll lead the second unit. You can get as many shots as you want off the second unit. We got 22 minutes for you. And he says, all right, bet, I'm down. I'd bring him in then. I'm not trading up anything for him at that point, bro. Like, come on. I'm not doing any of that, man. Auntie came through, said stupid ass people need to stop it. Fuck Westbrook. What the fuck going on with y'all? That's crazy. That's wild, man. I love Westbrook, but I'm good, bro. I'm telling you, man, I'm good on that, fam. I'm really good on trading for him right now. Facts, Haize. I grew up thinking Chicago was smart sports town, being in YouTube and social media street. These motherfuckers dumb, just slow as fuck, bro. Like, literally, I'd be like, how? How are you rationalizing this? And that's when I exit the conversation, because people will be like, oh, once they start bringing up, well, 5 years ago, he averaged a triple-double, right? Yeah. And guess what? 5 years ago as well, I didn't have hair on my left testicle. And that shit grew in. What the fuck does that mean to me? That's not true. I've always had hair on my left testicle. Don't take that joke too far. Does Vooch? Yes, Vooch deserves an extension. It doesn't mean that because you don't always get what you deserve. But I think with the way that he's played today, he definitely deserves to get an extension. Well, today, the way that he's played this season, he deserves it. Marvin says, what up, Haize? I disagree. I think Bulls are going to surprise a lot of people. I say second round, then who knows? Hey, listen, I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right. If the Bulls make it to the second round, I'm literally telling you the way that I'm going to be going crazy. The way that I'm going to go crazy if the Bulls win a first round series, bro. Like, you ain't even got to worry about it. I'm about to be batshit ass crazy. Aiden the designer says D-Shell, Ninja Turtle, that stuff. I'm like, you can't tell me you don't look like that. Hold on, I know they gotta have some type of picture out there on the internet of a Ninja Turtle without a shell. That's creepy right there. Even just this picture of one without a mask. That's odd, bro. Look, I found a picture of Russell Westbrook with Chet Holmgren. Hold on, let me show y'all. Give me 1 second. Look at that's Russell Westbrook with Chet Holmgren chilling right now. That's them right now. They chilling. They having a beer before the game. That's them right now. That literally looks just like Russell Westbrook. Exactly like him. There's no difference there. D Grader says, from a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is AKC? A -10. There's no heat. There's no chance of him being fired at all. No chance of him being fired. Not even a little bit. There's not even a lick of that. Yo, Haize, Boston turned it around with a trade to Derek White. Do you think we make small move like that or ride it out? I think a small move may be coming. I definitely think a small move may be coming. Deep fake for sure. I'm telling you, that's definitely it's definitely Russell Westbrook right now. Oh man. All right, y'all, that's crazy. I don't know why y'all let me get up on here and act crazy like this, man. That's crazy. That's wild. What if LeBron James come to your DMs talking shit like Jordan Crawford? LeBron James is from Akron. And you can tell in the little bit of physical scuffles he's gotten in the NBA, LeBron James don't really want to fight. LeBron James don't put no fear in my heart. I may have to jump to punch him in the face, but I'm knocking that motherfucker out. Like, do y'all remember Mike Tyson's knockout? Oh, yeah, some of y'all too. I know Steve don't even know what an NES is, but that's how I have to punch and knock his ass out. But he's gonna be out. He's gonna be out. Y'all, if we want to be championship contenders, we need to convince Phil Jackson to get his lanky, crusty, dusty ass out of his retirement home. Oh, listen, Phil Jackson's never coming back to basketball. Never. Phil Jackson, you know what? He's probably sitting somewhere on some secluded island with 3 women that are the ages between 19 and 25, and he doesn't even have to lift his big toe to do anything. I'm telling you right now, the fact that we rarely see Phil Jackson since he retired, he's never coming back. He's never coming back. JDH says, what does Eversley do? Just sign it. I think Eversley is more involved in the day-to-day than what we think. I know that we commonly put every Bulls moves on AK because he was the big name, the big acquisition to come in as president of basketball operations. But the day-to-day, I wouldn't be surprised if Eversley is the one that brought in DeMar. I wouldn't be surprised if Eversley was the one that worked out contracts with Goran and Andre Drummond. I think Eversley's probably not to say that AK isn't involved in planning, but I think that Eversley does more than that day-to-day than what we think. Chi-Town Javier says, NES, what the fuck does that mean? See, I knew somebody wasn't going to understand. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. Phil got a hip replacement. Oh, once you get the hip replaced, that's it. That's it. But all right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. I'll be back here, halftime hangout. Make sure you guys are tuned in and locked in for the halftime hangout. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, you can make sure you're following the show at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and our voicemail for our weekend mailbag episodes, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related because of you guys. And like I like to end everything on, go Bulls, love you guys, see red. It's game day. Let's go out and get this dub, y'all. Peace.